Everybody is trying to run away from blame. And I gave several sources of lack of discipline in schools, starting with the parents, then the teachers, then the educational officials, government itself, very senior government officials. We talked of, I can put also others, the clergy, men and women of God also. And I don't mean all parents or all teachers, but the sources are within some of them, not all of them. The peers also, we have given those examples, but remember there is positive and negative peer pressure. So we should not just say peer pressure. So when we hear senior people saying, parents, you should talk to your children, parents, you should be careful how you raise your children, then I also say, and I ask, then who will talk to the teachers? Then who will talk to the parents? Then who will talk to the education officials? Then who will talk to the clergy and our religious leaders? Then who will talk to the young adults? Who will talk to the elders? Because some of these people we are mentioning are also part of the sources of indiscipline in the schools. The first case we looked at was this young girl who was secretly addicted. And we must remember, most addicts look very normal when they are having access to the drugs. It is only when the drugs are not available for them, when they now start exhibiting withdrawal symptoms, that we now detect that there is a problem. But when they are having access to the drugs, they operate normally. You might not know there is a problem. So it's good to be very, very careful. Also, in the first case that we mentioned, the parents were very, very much involved because a child is born and the first people in contact with the child are the parents. The child comes into this world as tabula rasa, so to speak, an empty slate. Then we put things into the empty slate. The first people to put something is the parent. And when the parent does not care, or when the parent is careless and does not know that this behavior of a child, when neighbors are complaining about the child, visitors are complaining about the child as they grow up, it is good to know that there is something wrong coming up. And those small offenses have to be corrected. Today I want to look at another case. And we must remember that these cases are the ones that eventually boil and become very serious matters like arson, like violence in schools and so on. Today I want to talk of a young man. I call him a drug peddler. And the teachers, let us be very, very careful in schools. with these children who are always running away from school, truancy. Truancy is a sign of indiscipline. But the truancy has a reason. The child is not getting out of school for nothing. Either truancy from class or truancy running away from the school compound. Both of those normally have some very, very serious